Welcome back to WT Bricks for another episode of Building Gotham City. Last week I made a start on the buildings under the raised platform here, and I want to carry on doing that this update. So I get this one all here looking the same as that, and also do the entrance to the underground car park there, and get the other base plate all ready that's going to be going down here. So we're going to have the road going into there so I can get the pavements all laid down ready to go. So let's pull that section out just there and let's get started. Here are the two end sections which are on the end of the raised platform, and as you can see at the moment they are separate, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to join the two of those together. The entrance to the car park is going to be spanning over the two base plates, and I think it's going to look a lot better and be a lot sturdier if I build it all together in one. So I'm going to destroy this top section on here, which I was going to need to do anyway to put the shop front in on here, and then I'll make this one big mills plate, put the two structures in that I need here, then put all the support pillars back in place, and then put the art plates back on the top there. So let's get this all destroyed, mend that mills plate, and then we can make a start on the structures. Here is the side of the raised platform area. I'm really liking the look of this. It's a very similar design to what I've done below the flat iron buildings. Just need to put a door on the pedestrian entrance and exit to the car park. And again, black bricks on the back, the same as I've done on the other car park, to give it that illusion that it goes back further than it does. Once there's an overhanging bit on here, you're not really going to see that much in there, but at least with the wall going back by the 7 studs there, it does make it feel that little bit more like a car park area. Around the front here, I put the walls in for the shops, and I've just used any colour bricks that I could come across that I had large quantities of to use, because you're not really going to be seeing inside the shops that much. You'll be able to see in the windows, and I think once the glass is tinted and I put stuff in the shop window, you're not really going to be paying that much attention to the back. One thing I did fail to do was raise these base plates up by 1 brick. So this shop is 1 brick lower than the others, so I just need to peel that wall off, raise the plates up, and put the wall back down on there. So let's do that part, and then I can make a start on doing the shop front. And that's the shop front all sorted out. Still need to put the tiles around the door, put the glass pieces in, and the little bits and pieces like that. Put the grey plate along the snot bricks. But first of all, what I'm going to do is build all of the support beams up at the back there, build that back up as it was before, put the art plates on, and then do all the tiling down the side here as well. So let's get to it. And that's the roof section all back on top of the raised platform area. Just need to make a couple of amendments to this. First of all, I'm going to lower this arch just here for the entrance into the car park by probably 2 or 3 bricks, just to see how that looks. It's looking way too tall when I move over to the city. And also I need to bring the wall over by 1 more brick, so it's on that first stud there. So when I put a fascia on the back of this section here with the warehouses, it looks a lot better, because at the moment it's going to protrude here and I just don't think it's going to look right. And here is the 4th and final shop front all finished up. So I put a snot brick just on the back there and put a little bit of a tile pattern on it both sides with some cylinders either side of it, just to try and again give it a little bit of difference from the other shops that are along that part of the mock. So let's move this over to the table and see what it looks like when all 4 are together. And there are the 4 shop fronts all together. Still need to do the windows and also put the signs above them as to what's in each of the buildings, and all the little finer details that are going to be going with that. Once I've done all of that, I can then start building the platform out and putting the supports going down onto the mills plate in front. With those, it will all clip into place. By using the art bricks, it'll be quite easy to put the structure all in place. And hopefully once that's all over there, it's going to give it a really dark feel like you'd expect to see in Gotham. Next up, I'm going to tackle this Mills plate just here. As you can see, it's all been started. And what I need to do is put the road section in, or put the curbs in ready for the road. So remove the Mills plate side of it, build the pavements up, and then I can make a start on the next Mills plate, which will be going just there. So let's start on that one first of all. And there is the base plate all ready for the tiling to go on the pavement side. I'll put some steps that lead up to the area which goes along the waterfront there, and it's all ready for the road section to be put in. Now that I've finished that base plate, or as much as I can get done with that one, I'll make a start on the next one that goes here. And here's another base plate all in place. As you can see, I've put this one in. The black plate there, just need to tile that off with the trans blue tiles, sort the pavements out, and then put the road section along just there. One thing I've decided I want to do is have a channel of water going along in front of the shops and restaurant areas there, and then it will join up to this part just there. Now what I would like to do is have like an archway underneath the road section just there. So what that would mean is I need to raise the road up by 1 brick or possibly 2 bricks. Now how I go about doing this, I'm not sure. Whether or not just to do a very subtle like humpback bridge on there, or whether or not I raise the whole thing up and then let the road slope down once it gets over to the main city itself. So I just need to have a little think about how that's going to be. But in the meantime, whilst I'm thinking about that, I'm just going to peel off all of these base plates here and sort out the channel of water to go in there. Obviously I won't be able to put the actual water itself in there, but I can get the base plates all ready for doing so. And whilst I'm doing it, I can also raise them up on the front section there so they're level with the shops. Next up, I need to work out what I'm going to be doing with the road section just here. I want to have it so the water looks like it's coming from this side and going to the other side of the road where we got that small channel of water. I'm contemplating either putting some slopes in, or inverted slopes on the bottom here, and then the water goes under that way. Or the other option is to just put some very small arches on there. Due to the arches that are available, there are a couple of pieces I think I could get away with using. However, I don't want this to come up too high due to the road. There's not that much road section on this part. I am contemplating just using small bricks on here, like the 2x1s or 3x1 bricks, and then letting it just naturally bend up and then bend back down on the other side. The only problem with doing it that way is whether or not it all lines up perfectly, as I don't particularly want there to be any gaps in the road. The only other option I have got is on the far end where the curb is. I could have it so the road slides under that slightly, as it does work out, I think, on 1 brick high there. So there are options that I can get around for it. The other thing I could use are some of the slope pieces. I could just use a snot brick on them and attach them. So again, there are numerous options I'm sure that I can come up with to make this all work. But first of all, what I need to do is work out how I'm going to do this archway. And just checking in one final time for this update, and as you can see, I've got the water going under the road there now, and then you're going to have that channel going all the way down the end there. And as you can see, I put a bridge just down the far end, and there will be a couple of those for pedestrians to walk from one side to the other. We're really happy with how this is all coming on, and I can't wait to start extending the platform out on the sides here. Once that's all done, I can start building up the train station and actually have the train line coming along. So one thing I do want to do is next week and get all of the base plates actually fixed down in place so that the pavements are all where they're going to be. And then what I can do is I can start working on actually attaching the railway properly. At the moment, I've just kept nicking bricks and it's fallen down, so it is a complete mess here in the city at the moment. So next week, hopefully, I'll get that all sorted out and all tidied up. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. And please share it with family and friends. Anyway, thanks for watching by. See you next time. Bye for now.